We are going to start the solutions of homogeneous linear equations. Homogeneous linear equation, and what does it mean? And this is said to be uh, consider the equation of the form x raised to power n dny by dxn plus a1 x raised to power n minus 1 and n minus the first order derivative of y with respect to x plus a2 x raised to power n minus 2 and n minus second order derivative of y with respect to x, and the last term is a n into y is equal to capital X, where a1, a2, so on, an are constants. These are constants, and x is a function. X is a function of a small x variable only, or it is a constant. दोनों हो सकते हैं. It can be a function of x, and it can be a function of a constant, or it can be a constant. Now, this equation is said to be Cauchy's homogeneous linear equation. This is the standard name of this equation, and we have to solve this equation. This is our motive in this lecture today. This is a Cauchy's homogeneous linear equation here, and we have to find out the solution of this linear differential equation. And for this, what we have to do, we have to use substitution, and the substitution will be put x is equal to e raised to power z. So you will substitute the variable x. X is independent variable here. Y is a dependent variable. So you need to substitute the independent variable x as a function of z. From this you will be able to find out taking log. Taking log both sides, you will have z is equal to log of x. And this is z now, and z comes out to be a function of x. Now you can find out the derivative of z. dz by dx will be equal to 1 by x, and your capital D is the differential operator in this case, and that will be taken as ddz. This is the differential operator now. We know that what we need to find out. We require dy by dx, we require d square y by dx square, we require d cube y by dx cube, and so on. Because in this Cauchy's homogeneous linear equation, we have derivatives. There is nth order derivative, n minus first order derivative, n minus second order derivative, and last term is without derivative. और इससे जो प्रीवियस टर्म होएगी वो आपके पास होएगी फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव, और उससे जो प्रीवियस होएगी वो होएगी सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव, एंड सो ऑन. So we need to find the values of these derivatives. For this, we have to compute dy by dx. And dy by dx can be found by taking dy by dz and dz by dx. dz यहाँ ले लिया, dz यहाँ ले लिया, तो कैंसिल होकर के dy by dx ही आ जा सकता है. और dz by dx का ये डेरिवेटिव हमारे पास है. So 1 by x dy by dz, and you have taken capital D as differential operator in place of ddz. So this is a ddz. So what we can say from here, we can say that x dy by dx, x can be taken to this side. That can be written as d dz of y, that is equal to dy. Means to say that a differential operator is substituted here, and differential operator is capital D. So it means we have been able to find out the value of first order derivative term and with x. Obviously, there are coefficients. There are coefficients of the differential terms. Coefficient of differential term is there. Coefficient of differential term is there. If nth order derivative is there, then x raised to power n. If n minus first order derivative is there, then x raised to power n minus 1. And similar will be the case when first order derivative is there, then there will be x raised to power 1. And its value is capital D into y. Now, we can also find out the second order derivative term, d square y by dx square. This is actually ddx of dy by dx, and ddx of dy by dx. You can put the value of dy by dx. dy by dx is 1 by x dy by dz. Substitute this value. So now just see ddx of this term into this term. It means you have to apply u into v formula, and in the first term you will have first order derivative will be there, and that will be first order derivative of 1 by x, derivative of u. So derivative of 1 by x will be minus x raised to power minus 2. This will be the derivative, because 1 by x can be written as x raised to power minus 1 into dy by dz. So derivative of x raised to power minus 1 will be minus, come here, x raised to power minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2, into dy by dz plus 1 by x as it is, and derivative of dy by dz. Now you just see ddx of dy by dz. This is we need to substitute, and ddx of dy by dz, this value can be computed separately here. ddx of dy by dz, it can be written as ddz of dy by dz into dz by dx. This is a small trick which we have to use for finding out the value of this term. So ddx can be, because this is the derivative of y with respect to z. So we cannot find out the derivative with respect to x directly. So you just need to take here ddz, and this is, अगर dz आपने नीचे लिया है तो dz ऊपर भी ले लिया है. So this is d square y by dz square, and the value of dz by dx. The value of dz by dx is this 1 by x. So you can substitute the value here. This come out to be 1 by x. Now put the value here, and it can be written minus 1 by x square dy by dz plus 1 by x, and this 1 by x. This come out to be 1 by x square d square y by dz square. Now 1 by x square, 1 by x square can be taken common. Inside we shall have d square y by dz square minus dy by dz. And we know that d is the differential operator, that is d dz. So what we have to do, you just need to put the value, and its value come out to be 1 by x square, that is d square y minus this is dy. So 1 by x square as it is, d can be taken common, so that is d minus 1 into y. And you know that this is the value of d square y by dx square we are getting, or x square can be cross multiplied on the left hand side. So therefore x square d square y by dx square will be d into d minus 1 into y. So ये आपके पास second order derivative term आ गया. These are the standard terms actually, and this is your first order derivative term x dy by dx की value dy ये हमें चाहिए. We all require these. We require all of these values in solving the differential equation. This is the second order derivative term. Similarly, we will be able to find out x cube d cube y by dx cube. That will be d minus 1 d minus 2 into y, and so on. You can find out all the values. After third order derivative, you will have fourth order derivative term, and so on. Now let us apply this for solving the original differential equations. So for this we have a question: solve x cube d cube y by dx cube plus 2x square d square y by dx square plus 2y is equal to 10 times x plus 1 by x. ये जो वैल्यूज मैंने आपको निकाल करके बताई हैं, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव, सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव एंड थर्ड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव, यहाँ आगे भी आपके पास आ सकती है फोर्थ ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव. ये वैल्यूज आपको निकाल करके दिखानी पड़ेंगी इन दिस क्वेश्चन. अब ये हमें ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करना है, तो यू हैव, यहाँ पर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव टर्म मिस है तो नहीं दिया है क्वेश्चन में, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव टर्म दिया है. तो सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव की ये वैल्यू, दिस इज द वैल्यू वी हैव बीन एबल टू ऑब्टेन. So we have to give the proof in this question for finding out this value of second order derivative. So you need to give the proof. All of this proof should be given in the question. So ये सारे का सारा फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव की टर्म निकालना, x dy by dx, ये भी आपको देना है क्वेश्चन में, और सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव के वैल्यू निकालना भी आपको देना है. थर्ड ऑर्डर की वैल्यू भी हमें चाहिए. तो नाउ यू कैन राइट डाउन द वैल्यूज फ्रॉम दिस, because I am not going to obtain these values again. So put the values d into d minus 1, d minus 2 into y. This is the value we have. And plus the second order term value will be d into d minus 1 into y, plus that is 2y. And you know that what we have substituted, we have to substitute x equal to e raised to power z. ये सारा आपको देना पड़ेगा. This one. ये सारा आपको देना पड़ेगा. You have to start the question from this step. Put x equal to e raised to power z, and z will be log x. Then find derivative and all this. So you have to give all these steps in the given differential equation. And you know that x is equal to e raised to power z is there. And what will be 1 over x? 1 over x of this will be e raised to power minus z. So y can be taken common. Just see, y is common, and you will have d cube minus d square plus 2 into y is equal to e raised to power z plus e raised to power minus z. Now you know that this is a linear differential equation with the constant coefficients. So, which is a linear differential equation with the constant coefficients. And we have already found the solution of this type of equations, which are linear and having constant coefficients. For this, what we have to do, this is already in symbolic form. So you need to write down its auxiliary equation. auxiliary equation is a d cube minus d square plus 2 is equal to 0. Now you can find out the roots of this equation, and you will have because this is a quadratic equation. तो quadratic का मतलब ये होता है कि first rule by trial method. So first root by trial method mean you need to put d first value. The very first value is 0. When you put 0 in place of d, 0 will not satisfy because you will get 2 equal to 0, which is not possible. Then you put d equal to 1. When you put 1 here, so 1 minus 1 plus 2, you will get 2 equal to 0 again. That is not possible. When you substitute d equal to minus 1, you will have minus 1, and you will have minus 1 plus 2 equal to 0. Now this is satisfied. So it means its factorization will be like this. So first root will be d plus 1. And second you can obtain by division method. इस quadratic equation को इस cubic equation को, this is the cubic equation, divide this cubic equation with this linear factor d plus 1, and you will have a d square into d will be d cube, and that is d square, and after subtracting you will have minus 2d square plus 2. Now you just have minus 2d because we require minus 2d square. So minus 2d square minus 2d plus 1, and that will be minus 2d, changing of sign. So this come out to be 2d plus 2. Now because 2d plus 2 you will get by multiplying it with 2. So 2d plus 2, changing of sign, all terms will be cancelled. So this is by division. You will have the second quadratic factor d square minus 2d plus 2. Now you can find out the roots. So the first root will be d equal to minus 1 from here, and the other roots will be obtained by using this quadratic equation, and the other roots will be by discriminant method. So it come out of minus 1, 2 plus minus, there will be 2 iota upon 2. So the roots are minus 1, 1 plus minus iota. These are the roots of the auxiliary equation. 3 roots are there. So if 3 roots are there, you will be able to write down the complementary function now. Complementary function will be C1 e raised to power minus z. Remember, we are in z variable now, plus the real part is there, that is plus 1. So e raised to power z, C1 cos of z plus C2 sine of z. This is the complementary function. Actually, this is the procedure of solving. ध्यान से देखिए, जो इक्वेशन दिया है कॉशी का, दिस इज कॉशीज लीनियर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन. कॉशीज की पहचान ही यही है कि जो डिफरेंशियल टर्म्स होती हैं उनके साथ वेरिएबल्स होता है एक्स. अगर सेकंड ऑर्डर है तो एक्स स्क्वायर होएगा, अगर थर्ड ऑर्डर है तो एक्स क्यूब होएगा, और अगर फर्स्ट ऑर्डर होएगा तो सिंपल एक्स होएगा. दिस इज द आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ ए कॉशीज homogeneous linear differential equation, and in Cauchy we use this method, and we have been able to get, just see how we have solved. We were in variable y and x, but we have substituted x variable into z, and your symbolic form or auxiliary equation comes out to be in a independent variable z. Now dependent variable is the same, that is y, but independent variable is transformed from x to z by substituting x equal to e power z. So that is why we have to write down the complementary function in terms of z. लेकिन जब हम बिल्कुल लास्ट में आफ्टर फाइंडिंग आउट पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन लिखेंगे तो हम फिर z को x पुट कर देंगे. z को x की फॉर्म में पुट कर देंगे. This is we shall do. Now let us find out the particular integral, that is 1 over fd 1 over d cube minus d square plus 2. 10 is a constant, it can be written outside. So you know the procedure of finding out particular integral. 1 over d cube minus d square plus 2 into e raised to power minus z. And the procedure is you need to put the coefficient of z in place of d. So when you put a coefficient of z, that is 1 in place of d, so 1 cube minus 1 square plus 2 into e raised to power z plus substitute the coefficient, that is minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 1 square plus 2 into e power minus z. What it come out to be? In the first case, in the first particular integral, it is okay. That is a 10 1 by 2 e raised to power z. But here you will get 1 upon 0 e raised to power minus z. Now it is a case of failure. So this has already been discussed in the previous lectures. If it is a case of a failure, you need to find out the particular integral by multiplying the factor with z, because z is the independent variable, and find out the derivative of the denominator. So derivative of this denominator term will be 3d square minus 2d into e raised to power minus z. So that is 10 1 by 2 e raised to power z plus z. Put the coefficient of z in place of d again. So minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 and e raised to power minus z. So it come out to be multiply 10 inside. So you will have 5 e raised to power z plus 10 z. You are getting 3 plus 2, that is 1 upon 5 e raised to power minus z. So 5 e raised to power z. So you can cancel. You will have 2z e raised to power minus z. This is the particular integral. So now write down the complete solution is y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. And, one more thing, substitute z now. You know that x was e raised to power z and your z was log of x. So put 5 e raised to power log of x plus 2 times log of x e raised to power minus log of x. So ultimately we will have 5x plus, and that is 2 upon x, because here you will have x inverse 2 upon x log of x. Now we are back in variable x. z को लास्ट में आपने भरना ही भरना है. यहाँ भी कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री फंक्शन में भी आप चेंज कर दीजिए. c1 e raised to power minus log of x will be c1 over x plus x into c1 cos of log of x plus c2 sin of log of x. तो आप इसको पुट कर दीजिए वापस. Now you can write down the complete solution. So complete solution will be y is equal to complementary function plus particular integral. So c1 over x plus x, c2 cos of log of x plus c2 sin of log of x, and plus particular integral is 5x plus 2 upon x log of x. So this is your complete solution of given differential equation, and your differential equation was Cauchy's homogeneous linear differential equation. So this is the procedure of finding out the solution by Cauchy's method or Cauchy's homogeneous linear differential equation method. So remember, this is the method which we have to apply. Now let us do one more question related to this method. The question is to solve the differential equation x square d square y by dx per plus x dy by dx plus y is equal to log of x into sine of log of x. So you know that what we have to do, we have to substitute x equal to e raised to power z and your z come out to be log of x. और वो पूरे का पूरा प्रोसीजर जो हमने डिस्कस करा आर्टिकल में वो सारे का सारा कर देना है. Why so? Because it is a Cauchy homogeneous linear differential equation. क्योंकि ये Cauchy homogeneous linear differential equation है. That is why we need to apply the method and substitute. You know that second order derivative term mean d into d minus 1. Y can be taken common. So plus d plus 1 into y is equal to log x. Your log x is z and into sine of z. Log x का value भर दिया z में. Now we are in dependent variable y and independent variable z. It is transformed from x to z. So you will have a d square plus 1 into y z sine z. You can write down the auxiliary equation is that is d square plus 1 into equal to 0 and d equal to plus minus iota. Now the roots are imaginary and your complementary function will be c1 cos of z plus c2 sine of z because there is no real part and real part is 0. So e raised to power 0 z will be there and इसको आप चाहे लिख भी दें और चाहे ना भी लिखें एक ही बात है because e raised to power 0 z is 1. Now z has been substituted, z can be substituted as log x. So c1 cos of log of x plus c2 sine of log of x. Now let us find out the particular integral that is 1 upon d square plus 1 into z sine of z. जब भी आपके पास sin z आ जाए या cos z आ जाए you will have a technique and the technique is d square ऐसे कर सकते हैं and that is imaginary part of 1 over d square plus 1 into z e raised to power iota z. Euler's identity can be used. By Euler's identity, e raised to power iota z is cos of z plus iota sine of z. So by Euler's identity, and because sine z is the imaginary part of this, that is why IP has been written. और लास्ट में क्वेश्चन में जब आप पर्टिकुलर इंटीग्रल फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे तो इमेजिनरी पार्ट ही लिखेंगे. सो इमेजिनरी पार्ट ऑफ दिस और दिस एक्सपोनेंशियल अप्लाई कर दीजिए. You know that when you apply exponential, you will have to put d is equal to d plus iota with this. ये तकनीक है हमारे पास. अकेला एक्सपोनेंशियल नहीं है, साथ में वेरिएबल भी है. That is why e raised to power iota z over d plus iota square plus 1 into z. Z is a polynomial term of degree 1 here because z raised to power 1 is there. So imaginary part of e raised to power iota z that come out to be d square plus 2 iota d. And, imaginary part of e raised to power iota z, or you know that when there is a polynomial term, you need to apply binomial. So for the binomial, you will have to write on, or you have to take this term common. So 1 plus d upon 2 iota, एक d यहाँ पर कैंसिल हो जाएगा d स्क्वायर में से. So for applying binomial theorem, this factor can be taken in the numerator. So 1 plus d over 2 iota raised to power minus 1 of z. Imaginary part of e raised to power iota z over 2 iota d, and apply the binomial factor here. So when you apply binomial factor, you will have 1 minus d over 2 iota, and the next term will be d square. D square means double order derivative of z. That will come out to be 0 always. So remaining terms लिखने की जरूरत नहीं. Derivative यहाँ तक possible हो वहीं तक लिखना आपने. So imaginary part of e raised to power iota z over 2 iota d into apply inside z into 1 is z, and d of z means the derivative of z. So that is 1 on 2 iota. Remaining terms हम यहाँ पर इसलिए नहीं लिख रहे हैं because next term में आएगा d square, and in the उससे भी very next में d cube. D square mean double order derivative of z, and that will always be 0. So imaginary part of, now we require iota in the numerator. So e raised to power iota z 2 iota d into iota upon iota z minus 1 by 2 iota. So this iota can also be written or by applying a partial fraction. So imaginary part of, now iota will be minus 1. So minus iota e raised to power iota z upon 2 into d, and here you will have iota will be minus 1. So minus minus will be plus iota upon 2. Now imaginary part of minus iota, open this, that will be cos z plus iota sine of z, and 1 over d is in the denominator. 1 over d means integration. So integration of z plus iota by 2 with respect to z. So you need to find out the integration here. Imaginary part of minus iota cos z plus iota sine z. Integration will be z square over 2 plus iota z over 2. Now you have to multiply these two terms. So first of all, multiply iota here. So you will have minus iota cos of z, and iota minus 1, that will be plus. So that will be sine of z. So sine of z into z square over 2 plus iota z over 2. Now you know that what we require. We require the imaginary part of this term into this term. So imaginary part of, multiply these two brackets, you will have a real function as z square over 2 into sine of z, and iota is a minus, and minus will be plus. So z by 2 cos of z, ये आपके पास real part आएगा, and by taking iota common, you will have imaginary part as minus z square over 2 into cos of z, and you will have plus z over 2 into sine of z. So imaginary part of this bracket term. This is a real part. This is imaginary part. So its value will be uh, this is second bracket. So minus z square over 2 cos of z plus here you will have z over 2 sine of z. Remember? Okay. One more thing. Here we have 2 in the denominator. This is left. ये थोड़ा सा रेक्टिफाई करिए. यहाँ पर मेरे से ये 2 छोड़ा गया. So 2 यहाँ पर लिखिए आप. So we have 2 in the denominator. So that 2 will also be multiplied here. जब आप मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो हमारे पास 2 वहां पर मल्टीप्लाई होकर के आएगा. So ultimately it come out to be over 4, over 4, over 4 and over 4. So you will also have over 4 x plus log of x upon 4 sine of log of x. So this is all about the method of Cauchy's homogeneous linear differential equation, and we shall continue tomorrow with the next method, that is Legendre's linear differential equation. So I stop here. Thank you very much.